would like to call to order the Tuesday, October 21st, 2025 Brooklyn City Board of Education regular board meeting. Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal.
Here.
Mr. Hubble.
Here.
Ms. Rafter.
Here.
Mr. Hizaruni.
Here.
And Ms. Crawl.
Here, please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Resolved that the Brooklyn Board of Education approve the Board of Education agenda for October 21st, 2025 as recommended by the Treasurer and Superintendent. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal.
Yes.
Mr. Hizaruni.
Yes.
Mr. Hubble.
Yes.
Ms. Rafter.
Yes.
Ms. Crawl.
Yes. In order for the board to fulfill its obligation to complete the planned agenda in an effective and efficient fashion, a maximum of 30 minutes of public participation as it pertains to school-related topics will be permitted at each meeting. Each person wishing to address the board will approach the podium and state his or her name and address. If several people wish to speak, each person will be allotted 3 minutes until a total time of 30 minutes is used. During that period, no person may speak twice until all who desire to speak have had the opportunity to do so. The period of public participation may be extended by a vote of the majority of the board. No one? Okay, then we're going to move on to the superintendent's report with Dr. Claris.
Good evening, Ms. Crawl, Board of Education. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's board meeting. I want to welcome our students, families, staff members are here. This time I want to defer to Mr. Larson and Mr. Jones, who are going to take a little bit of time this evening to talk about our career-based intervention program at Brooklyn High School.
Thank you. So tonight's presentation is titled Pathway for the Future. And what we are doing here with the Career-Based Interventions Program is providing just that. It is not just an opportunity for students to complete their high school degree, but it is rather an opportunity for them to develop what it is that they're going to be doing once they leave our hallways. So in order to do that, I think it's really important for us to provide a little bit of context where we have been. So the CBI program is something that we've adopted very recently, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. But where we have been? Coming out of COVID, one of the only things that we were providing for our students was a work placement program. And what that was is basically an opportunity for our students to get out there, complete some hours of employment, and get some elective credits in order to be able to flex that towards their overall graduation requirements. As we kept on going forward in this class of 2023, they changed the graduation requirements, and in doing so also offered us an alternative pathway. So if a student wasn't able to complete successfully things such as their ELA 1 assessment or ELA 2 assessment or their Algebra 1 assessment, they provided us an opportunity for us to get that student industry recognized credentials, which leads to the second part there, which is called Rise Up. Rise Up is through the National Retail Federation program, and that is focused primarily on hospitality, so customer service and sales and retail industry fundamentals. And basically what this did is this provided for our students a 12-point industry credential in hospitality or hospitality management. But again, this was a standalone program. This wasn't really part of a cohesive vision. Then several years back, we created what's called the Brooklyn Career Connections Academy. And this was the kind of the first step towards what we have today, which is the more career-based interventions program here at the high school. In the Brooklyn Career Connections Academy, we wanted to incorporate these industry-recognized credentials in a more focused classroom-based learning environment. We focus on two groups of students. Those are students who maybe didn't have a clear post-graduation plan, and those students who need an alternative pathway for graduation. And we were very, very successful. In the first year alone, we graduated 7 kids. The following year was 12, and the following year after that was 17. Many of whom would not have been able to earn their diploma if we did not provide this opportunity for them. Students completed the Ohio Means Jobs Readiness Seal, which is just a list of expectations that somebody should be able to perform at a job. This is typically done with the approval of their manager or supervisor at their workplace. And then this also followed the K-12 career portfolio, and this basically looked for resumes, cover letters, things like that as we were going forward. And that was the basis of this Career Connections Academy. Last year, we started to develop what would become the CBI program, and Mr. Jones is going to speak on that a little bit more. So we took an opportunity to visit some of the schools within the area, and we saw what they were offering with these career-based interventions programs and the lab experiences. This year, what we chose to do was focus on a group of seniors who are interested in joining the workforce immediately after graduation, but they hadn't qualified for Polaris, or maybe they didn't have an interest in Polaris prior to the start of their junior year. They meet daily in class, and they go over a variety of items that Mr. Jones is going to speak a little bit more on. And what we do is we provide them with a lab time at the end of the day where they can, maybe they're already employed, and they can utilize that employment towards a lab experience, and again, continue to get elective credits as a result of being part of this process and taking part in their jobs. And we're going to earn credit towards the pre-apprenticeship credentialing that we have worked with the Greater Cleveland Partnership, and I'm going to discuss that a little bit towards the end of the presentation. But now I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Jones, who's going to speak a little bit more of what the CBI classroom looks like.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Larson. So the CBI classroom is designed for 12th graders right now. It focuses on transitioning to adulthood, whether it's with academics, looking at independent living skills, looking at career exploration, things along those lines. Ultimately, we're looking to help students transition and be employment ready right after high school, or at least figure out that pathway that they're looking for. It combines academic support with hands-on learning. So we have VR devices. We have students that are volunteering to be working with the tech office right now. We're looking at getting students set up in other areas as well, possibly with the nursing for the health aspect. And ultimately, what we're trying to do is just help the kids figure out locations that are not only going to help them in careers, but also careers of interest that pair up with the Greater Cleveland Partnership. We have an integrated weekly theme that we utilize. Structure is key for our students, especially when they have struggled in the past. So every week we have the setup is run down exactly the same. Monday, we focus in on mindfulness. We do grade checks. We've set up parent emails where the students email their parents. They give them a screenshot of their grades, and then we give them a weekly topic to discuss with their parents to kind of open up those lines of communication. We have Life Skills Tuesdays, focusing on daily living, organization. Today, in preparation for tonight, we worked on just communication skills. Soft Skills Wednesdays, that could be workplace behavior, just appropriateness, teamwork, conflict resolution, professionalism. We discuss those things. On Thursdays, it's career exploration. For career exploration, we have the VR devices. I really like the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and it's called Career One Stop. They're two different websites that they have a wealth of knowledge of careers that are out there that students could use to research careers and then identify what careers are going to be growing in the next 10 years and what pathways they need to take to get there. And then Fridays, we have as Finance Fridays, and that depends on what we're doing. Sometimes it's budgeting. We used Ohio Means Jobs website, and they have like a nice little budget calculator that you could go through and basically select what you want your life to look like in the future. So if you wanted to own a home, if you wanted to have multiple kids, if you wanted to have a dog, if you want to own or lease a car, how much money you want to spend for entertainment purposes, things along those lines, and it budgets what you are projecting for your life and how much you actually need to make. And then it gives you a list of careers that'll help you figure out that pathway. I think it was an eye-opening experience for the students to do that because it created that, almost that sticker price shock of, wow, being an adult can be very expensive and like we have to think about those things. So it's been really great with how it's been going. I think the kids enjoy the structure. It's been awesome. Where we're going, right now it's just 12th grade, but we do plan on rolling it out and moving. Like each year, we're going to keep gaining more. So we want it to trickle down to the 9th grade level. And ultimately, we want to have these partnerships also increase. So I've been out in the community meeting with different employers, trying to get kids jobs and just meeting with them also for kids that do have jobs on seeing how the students are doing in their workplace environment. I actually just had some conversations this week with some of the employers and got some great feedback on where the students are. It's awesome to hear that type of information from them and just hearing how Some of our students, when they are in that workplace environment, they're really excelling. It's great to see that. The pre-apprenticeship program, do you want to go over this one? Yep. All right.
So Mr. Jones was a part of this process. Both he and I could speak on this. But last spring, we met with the Greater Cleveland Partnership, and what they provided for us was a little bit more of an understanding of this pre-apprenticeship program. And this pre-apprenticeship program, at the end of the day, provides our students with an industry-recognized credential, which again, they can apply towards graduation or satisfies one of the requirements for the college career workforce military readiness portion of the report card, which we're going to discuss a little bit more on November 3rd with you guys. The Greater Cleveland Partnership is the largest chamber of commerce in the nation. Its advocacy towards a vibrant commercial culture here in the city of Cleveland. They assisted with our application process, really provided for us a lot of guidance, answered whatever questions that they came about. And through that application process, if our students perform apprenticeships in the following areas of hospitality, which is an extremely large umbrella. Anything that is forward-facing, basically with the community or with the public at large, is going to be considered hospitality. In finance, in IT, or in the health field, this provides those students with that work experience, that work-based experience that they can have in order to satisfy the requirements for the pre-apprenticeship program, and again, earn that industry-recognized credential with practical experiences. At this point, though, we would like to turn it over to our students.
Yeah. Guys, if you could come on up, please. So these are seniors. This is Kelvin, Austin, and Janessa. What we would like them to do is just kind of talk about what CBI means for them. So Austin, if you'd like to go first, go ahead.
What CBI really means to me in general and us for Mindfulness Mondays, it really just helps us communicate with our parents, our guardians, just to get back to them, self-reflect, like go back, say, last Monday and see, oh, my grades jumped up, or just in general to keep looking at our emails, just show that we're improving daily, and just honestly to keep pushing with each, try to, I don't know the words for it, but I'm sorry.
You're good. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to talk about the structure and just the whole of the class. I think it's just very beneficial for me personally, and I think it's going to be beneficial for a lot of other students as well, because this class really helps you take the next step in your life and makes you go forward and take the next step to just become better. And like before, I got a job, and Mr. Jones helped me get that job, and it's a very good class, because like it's just like, oh wow, I'm messing up. Let me fix that.
It's an excellent learning experience in itself.
Yeah, it's excellent, and overall, like, dang, I had this all planned out. I don't know what's going on. It's going blank now. Yeah, it's very good. I'm happy with this class. It's helped me take, the steps I need to take to become better. And yeah, I had more to say, but it's gone. So I'm sorry.
Thank you, Kelvin.
I want to talk about the guest speaking experience. We had a lady who worked at Key Bank. She came and talked to us about credit and explained to us how the credit world would look, and about how if we need loans when we graduate, when we decide to buy a house, or for car loans, or how you could partner with somebody or sign them off on a loan. Like, what was the word that she used? Co-signing. How you could co-sign with other people, and about how this right steps to take in the life that we have after high school, so that way we may not go down the wrong path and end up in financial debt. And I feel like that was a good talk that we had, because it was it's teaching us what to expect after school, not just now, because yes, we're learning a lot of things in school, but we need to learn also about the things after we graduate, and about how to take the right steps and not end up in debt or in a place where we cannot get out because we didn't know what to do. So it's a really good opportunity.
Managing credit can be a very scary thing, and one of the things that it was actually a former student, Jocelyn Rivera, that was the speaker for us. She was explaining just the importance of keeping your credit score up and how it is so impactful for you. Whether you're getting a house and you need to look at your interest rates or your insurance costs, and just how if you're in the 750 plus credit score, that's going to be more beneficial for you than if you have a lower credit score. And just talking to the students on how they can work with banks to help them manage their credit if they are in trouble, or if they are taking care of their credit, opportunities that are out there for investments as well, so then they're managing their money appropriately. We're going to have her come in more often. I'm trying to have a speaker from each of the different categories, from the 4 categories that we talked with: healthcare, hospitality, IT, and finance. Those are areas that I definitely want to target to have speakers come in at, and just kind of inform students about and make sure that they're well aware of what adulthood's going to be like in the near future. We do have the career exploration with the VR program. Supriya helped out with the grant for this. It was amazing. It helped with me with my schooling for Toledo to get trained in all this stuff. The VR devices that we have, their career exploration, it's complete simulation. Mr. Hubble, if you would like to try it out for a moment, you can.
What am I doing, petting it?
Gently grab behind Darcy's left
A
knee.
vet technician right now. This is one of the activities that you can do. So right now he is working on a dog. He's
Did you
checking to
get
see
that?
the tick,
I counted
making
9
sure
beats
that
in
he's
6
comforting
seconds.
the dog.
So her pulse is 90 beats per minute.
I'm
That's
talking
normal
right
for a
now,
dog
so
this size.
unfortunately it's above the
the
language, or like
mucous membranes
the
next.
volume. But
We're just
they go
going to
through
take a
and they
quick
explain
look
the
in your mouth,
directions with
Darcy.
what's happening and what each of the tools are that
The
you're going to
gum
be
should be a
doing.
light pink color,
There's tons
gray,
of
and
programs
returns
on
to
this.
pink in
There's
less than 2
aviation,
seconds.
there's diesel
Everything looks good
mechanics,
here.
there's electricians,
time to examine her
plumbing,
ears. I already checked her
HVAC.
right ear with
If
the
we look
otoscope.
into
It was red
finance,
and
they have
irritated,
finance
so I took a
careers,
sample with
soft
an ear
skills, with
check
just
her left
retail
ear.
and hospitality.
Lift her
It's an
ear.
awesome program. We're just starting to really roll it
Oh,
out.
she's got ticks.
But the students
got to take
starting
care of
next
that.
week are they're
You
going to be
remove them
scheduled
while I
each
hold
day
her ear.
so that they rotate and they
Grab the
each get
tweezers from the top.
time each week to work on their basically career exploration programs
Carefully
through this.
pull off the first tick.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing
Grab the tweezers
what it
from the
is.
top. Place it in this container.
We went to a school last year to visit, and I think Mr. Larson did knee surgery during it.
I think that's a deer tick, but we better take some pictures and have the veterinarian look at it too. I got a blood sample from Darcy earlier, so we'll test it
How many
now for
ticks do I gotta
tick-borne
do?
diseases. Go ahead and remove the other 2 ticks.
So you have 2 more ticks you have to
Use the
remove.
tweezers again.
Hold on. Get it.
Place the tick in. Last one. Place the. Nice work.
Giving him a wet willy.
Let's get back to examining the inside of her left ear with the otoscope.
Mr. Hubble, do you have Beat Saber experience? Because do you have Beat Saber experience? Because it felt like.
That's so cool.
Is that-
To summarize, guys, we want to thank you very much for this opportunity to present this to you. I know we had a lot of fun at the very end there, but just wanted to talk a little bit more about what we're doing in order to better fit the needs of our students as we go forward in the ever-changing educational landscape as well as in the ever-changing career landscape. So we really appreciate your support throughout this entire process. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. I just want to add thank you for the students as well. They took their time to come out, and it's much appreciated.
Mr. Jones, what's that game called?
That one?
We'll start putting the kids to work.
simulators, the car mechanic simulators, that's out there. And that's on all of the gaming systems, actually. There's a lot of growth happening in video games and career aspiration.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. The only thing I have, we have a gift from our preschool staff. I think this is from Mrs. Hubble's classroom. So our preschoolers left all of us a nice little picture. So all for you. So that is my report, Ms. Craw.
Thank you. Thank you. And if the kids want to leave, you're moving, or you can stay.
You don't have. You guys can take off. Thank you, guys.
We don't take
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget your headset.
All right, we will move on to the treasurer's report with Mr. Shearhart.
Good evening. Want to start out with the bond interest that we have made for the month of September. We received $65,626. The value of that fund now is $20,515,443. Anytime any of the investments come due, the interest is rolled back into another investment. So we're just keep reinvesting and making more and more money on it. Let's see. For the month of September, the general fund investment interest was $94,618. That brings the year to date to $262,068. Let's see what else do we have. Levy income, there was no levy income for this month. That came in last month. We won't see a second round of that until probably February or March. So that's that point. So total income to date is $11,061,001. Personnel costs have been at 28.6, benefits at 24.8, so that's about 73%. Let's see. Operations is at 24.4%. Total expenses year to date is $6,264,708. So right now we are showing a positive of $4,796,000. Again, we will be using that over the next couple of months because we won't have money coming in. We get that. Our income is basically seasonal, so we get it when the levy taxes come in, and then we get it again in January or February when the second collection comes. Personnel and benefits are running about 73% year to date, which is usual for a basic service industry, which we are. And that's all I have. That's my report.
Thank you. We're going to move on to board committee reports and comments from board members, and we will start with Allison.
Thank you, Kelly. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to our CBI students and Mr. Larson, Mr. Jones. You guys do a lot, and you could just tell the students that were here speaking about the program how much they loved it. And I love hearing things like Mindful Mondays and emailing parents and taking some accountability and being independent and having those conversations with parents. And nothing's worse than when a parent has to nag, what are your grades like? You know, they're letting them know, and that's great. I do like the fact, too, that the speakers that are coming in, we have some alumni. I'm hoping that you guys continue to reach out to alumni. I'm sure they would love to come back and talk with your students. The Teaching and Learning Committee met on October 2nd. Couple things we discussed. First of all, on November 3rd, which would be our next meeting, we'll talk about, there'll be a presentation, year in review, by Mrs. Lees. And I encourage our community to you know, watch or come to that meeting to hear about everything that we've done so far this year. We also talked about professional development, the plan for our faculty, and I was at the football game on Friday, and I was talking to a couple teachers that were there, and they really liked the PD for the 17th. So I appreciated them telling me that, and that they really enjoyed it. They said there were some AI sessions and some computer online things that they really liked. Let's see what else here. We also had a discussion about our state report card, so I encourage our community, our parents, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to Dr. Claris or Ms. DeLise. And congratulations to all of our fall athletes. They are wrapping up their season. The last game this Friday, regular season game for football. And our fall banquet is going to be on Tuesday, November 11th. I believe it's at 5:45. And that is my report.
Thank you. We'll move on to Karam.
Thank you, Mr. President. Appreciate it. First of all, welcome to the new building. I mean, this thing's amazing. It's gorgeous. The preschool's having a great time in there. This is such a cool setup, so great job to everybody involved with that. I want to talk about home days. The Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce and the Brooklyn City Schools put together the Brooklyn Home Days for the first time. Thank you, Dr. Claris, and everyone that helped out with the setting that up with us, and all the volunteers. We had over 5,000 people come that weekend. It was a great success for us, and something we want to do every year. And we'll bring out details on that as the time comes. Next Tuesday, October 28th, from 6 to 7, we are going to be having a candidates night right here in this facility. November 4th is the election, and it's a very important election for the school board and for city council. So we're going to have just a meet and greet, no debates, no nothing like that. Come and say hi and meet the people running for school board and city council. But please do your due diligence and come meet the candidates. December 7th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., the Brooklyn Cares Foundation, an arm of the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce, is going to have their Christmas tree lighting ceremony. All are invited. We're going to have hot chocolate, story time, vendors. It's going to be a great night. And then obviously the lighting of the tree is going to be that night. And then we'll have a special guest by you-know-who. Santa Claus will be there, so very excited to see him. It went too fast this year, but it's really excited to see him again. Allison took care of the curriculum report that I had. Congratulations to the first quarter of the year. Everything went smooth. Everybody did a great job. The kids are happy. You could tell walking through the halls. And then everybody that got an honor roll, merit roll, and those that are trying. Good job in the first quarter and all the fall sports. Congratulations to you all and the homecoming court as well. And that is my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Jason Hubble.
Last Wednesday, I had a rec board meeting. Basketball registration is currently ongoing. The league will begin December. This October 23rd, so this Thursday at 6 p.m., they're doing a Halloween trunk or treat. Safety Town is currently under construction, which is where we normally have it. It will be behind the rec center. If you would like to attend, make sure you register beforehand. This past weekend, they did the ribbon cutting. The new dog park is open over by the service garage. Veterans Park, hopefully open sooner, but the rec will be kind of hosting a 4th of July grand opening. As that's ongoing, that should be complete with a fun 4th of July event to kind of open the park back up. Brock Park is currently under construction, the park on Vandalia on Ridge Road. That should be done around Thanksgiving. And the rec center itself, the indoor pool area, will be shut down starting March 1st, 2026. And it will be down for about a year. Could be less, but plan on 1 year without the indoor facilities. I want to thank Ms. Fee for hosting the Learn and Play. It's a really cool event. I got to be the first guest reader. Thank you to Councilman Mosley for holding the book for me. It was pretty big and I had a child on me, so I appreciate your help. like Karam said, meet the candidates. We're 2 weeks away from the election. 1 week from today, we'll meet the candidates here in the Beck at 6 o'clock. Come meet everybody that's running, both school board and city council. This will kind of be your last chance to have everybody in the same place and grill us all at the same time. November 3rd, the PTA is having a Chipotle fundraiser from 4 to 8. All you got to do is eat at Chipotle and tell them it's for the PTA fundraiser, and part of the proceeds will go to them. And finally, thanks again to Calvin, Austin, Janessa. That was awesome. The CPI, you know, people don't go to school and graduate the exact same way, and this is an amazing opportunity to give people a chance to learn what it takes, and it's a phenomenal program. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Rocky Neal.
All righty. Welcome, everyone. The presentation was Mr. Larson, Mr. Jones, the young kids there. They did a wonderful job. I don't think just that group should do it. As far as budgeting goes, I think every kid should have to go through it. So that program's going to be a success, and looking forward to maybe being part of it if need be. The only report I got today is my Polaris report. With all the construction going on with Polaris, they have the automation, robotics, and electronics. There's a lot of update to the whole school system. So they're increasing the radio signals, main entrance securities, and more enhancements. Intercom and phone services are starting to be enhanced. So there's a lot of that stuff going on. Actually, we had a policy conversation for about a half hour over policy, if phones should be allowed in school or not. It was pretty interesting. With that board, we have 7 different people, 6 different schools, so there's a lot of different good opinions. So it was about a half hour conversation that we had. It might have been longer than that, over phones in classrooms. It was interesting. We're gonna go back and relook at it next meeting as well too. The other thing too is they have a trick or trade community open house on the 30th of October, and Mr. Doug Miller, who's their PR guy, community guy, will be on tomorrow morning, Wednesday at 7:40 on Channel 3, explaining some of the details to it. Also, there's a lot of, like Allison, there's a lot of AI conversation going on in the classrooms there as well too. And then adult education, they're looking at vet tech probably sometime next year. It's something that you're pretty good at pulling ticks there, pal. You know what I mean?
Mr. Hubble.
Yeah.
Second career.
Yeah, you got another career coming. So they're going to be looking at adult education as well too, with the vet tech. The only other thing is they have the Explore Club coming out December 9th and 10th. These are grades 4, 5, and 6. And there's going to be, hold on a second. I'll get my glasses on for this one. 4th, 5th, 6th graders get ready to experience Polaris through a series of fun, hands-on school classes. Explore, create, and learn the action-packed environment led by our awesome teachers. From cool projects to exciting activities, you'll discover careers and take a deep dive into amazing world of Polaris. That's going to be December 9th and 10th from 4:30 to 6:30. If you have any questions, give me a call or look on the Polaris website.
Can I contact Diane for a flyer?
Absolutely.
Right.
I probably have it in my brochure, but I don't.
That's right. No, I'll just email her. That's fine.
October 29th, there's a high school manufacturing day. Actually, 100 kids from the 6 different schools are going out to Valley View to look at, I think it's 12 different manufacturing. So I guess there's an area right there that they all manufacture. So those kids are all going out there to explore that as well too. And then again, the community open house for trick or treat is October 30th. And that's the end of my report.
Actually, you just sent us something too, didn't you?
Yes,
It's a
I did.
fundraiser.
Yeah, I did. That was all the treats, all the good stuff. I forgot to tell you, I had dinner a couple, 2 weeks. last
bad, sorry.
Tuesday? I apologize. I'm opening my report back up. Steve Barczyk, former board member's husband, Bonnie Barczyk's husband, was awarded the Hall of Fame in the Polaris Hall of Fame Advisory. And we had a dinner there with all the advisory, and ask Officer Meadows if the food was any good.
He told me it was. You don't have to worry about it. He already did.
Dinner was really good. It was a wonderful event. I congratulate him, and it was four different Hall of Fame members, and it was a wonderful place, and it was a good time. And that's the end of my report. How's that?
Thank you. The Domestic Relations Committee will be meeting on Wednesday, November 12th. The place is not picked yet. We'll be discussing and we're working on our Christmas cards for the assisted living facilities in Brooklyn. The Brooklyn branch of the Cuyahoga County Public Library will be doing their 5 weeks of giving from November 17th to December 19th. Each week, the library customers can make or sign a holiday card that will be given to a specific group that week, the senior citizens, shelter families, first responders. So keep on the lookout for more information and also a toy giveaway event. I would also like to thank everyone that was involved with the Brooklyn Home Days. A special shout out to the custodial crew, especially Kenny and Jason. Kenny did a great job keeping up on Saturday with the constant cleanup and the garbage, and people noticed. They were like, oh my gosh, couldn't believe that we didn't have any trash anywhere. So, and then Jason did a great job on Sunday helping us clean as we go. So we ensured that we weren't there all night packing up the tables and chairs. So that was great. It was a long weekend. But both did a tremendous job, and we received positive feedback from residents. I'd also like to thank all the residents that attended. I received some amazing feedback and had great conversations in between my duties because Karam's a tough boss. I got to speak to residents, new, old, about all the great things happening, in our city and at the district. So I just wanted to take a minute to respond to some of that feedback and answer some questions that came up during those conversations, just provide some factual context. One lady I spoke to was just curious about just the school board. I know her personally, and she's like, well, what is it? What do you do? How do you work your meetings? So just for, new families or anybody who doesn't know, we meet on the first and third Tuesday of the month, with the exception of summer. The first meeting is our work session where we review data, we receive reports on new legislation, we have thoughtful discussions on district matters. These work sessions are important as this is when we bring all of our ideas and our recommendations to the table. We talk about them, we agree, many times we disagree, before compromising on a positive solution that benefits the district. Our second meeting, which is today, is where the majority of our legislation is voted on, including our work session items. These meetings are open to the public, and we encourage residents and parents to attend to get the facts and remain informed. Another newer parent actually commented on the class sizes and was excited, like I said, as a new student. While we can comfortably accommodate 24 to 25 students per class in K through 7, we have successfully managed to keep them small, hovering around an average of 19 students. This figure includes the 125 new and or re-enrolled families and the 84 open enrolled students. So while we aim to keep our class sizes small and manageable, we also acknowledge that we need to remain fiscally responsible and not let the numbers drop too low. There were also some questions about the 5-year forecast from the meeting from 2 meetings ago, and some of the figures, and I just asked them to contact Mr. Shearhart directly with their questions. And then just thank you to the student speakers. That was a really cool presentation, and that is all I have. So we will move on to the treasurer consent agenda.
Okay, I have 4.1, resolution to approve the minutes from the board meetings on September 16th and October 7th. 4.2 is resolution to approve the financial statements for September. 4.3 is a resolution to accept a grant from Ruby Bridges Walk to School, which is part of the Safe Routes to School program. And 4.4 is a resolution to approve the donation from the Nestle Corporation. And 4.5 is the approval of the consent agenda.
Just a comment, the bench is very comfortable. I got to test it out on Saturday, so thank you for that new seating. Questions, comments?
Thanks, Nestle.
Thank you, Nestle. Thank you, Jason.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Motion to cover the treasurer under employee dishonesty and faithful performance of duty policy in lieu of bond as noted. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Questions, comments?
Just want to just clarify, so basically, we usually have a bond in place, but we have insurance that also covers the same, what would the bond would cover?
Yes. What it is, per Ohio Revised Code, when a treasurer is hired, they are required to get a bond to cover any dishonesty or anything. And a couple of years ago, the legislature changed the rule. It used to be the treasurer had the bond, and then the liability insurance would cover all the other staff for dishonesty or mistakes or anything. They changed the law where now the treasurer can be included with the insurance and you don't have to have the bond. But what you have to do is do this resolution putting the treasurer, giving the treasurer the ability to be under the insurance rather than having the bond. When we renewed the insurance this year, I added myself to the insurance. So I actually have the bond in place and we're also covered by the insurance. That way there wouldn't be any question with the auditors because the resolution hadn't been done to do the in lieu of bond. I did pull the policy and it looks like it was started to be done back in 2022 because the policy was changed to allow the in lieu of bond. But I think it was just never followed through. I think it kind of fell through the cracks with the turnover in the office. So that's why I brought this resolution to you. What it will do is it will save the district money. When I added myself to the insurance piece this year, it did not increase the cost. The other advantage to having the insurance is it has a higher coverage amount for all the employees in the district. I can cancel, if the board approves this, I can cancel the bond because the bond has to be for the entire time of your contract. So I still have another year on the bond. So if I cancel that, we should get a refund of the money for that. It's just easier than carrying two different coverages or the other bond coverage. It's just easier to have all the employees wrapped underneath the insurance policy itself.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Resolved that the Brooklyn City, Assistant Superintendent recommendations. Resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves the following persons for the 25-26 school year supplemental assignments with the provision that such individual complies with all Board of Education and/or Ohio High School Athletic Association rules and regulations and State Department of Education regulations pertaining to proper certification, licensure, and/or first aid training and fulfills the requirements of the job description attached to their supplemental contract, contingent upon successful completion of background check and credentialing as noted. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Questions, comments? Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves the following persons for the 25-26 school year supplemental assignments with the provision that such individual complies with all Board of Education and/or Ohio High School Athletic Association rules and regulations and State Department of Education regulations pertaining to proper certification, licensure, and/or first aid training, and fulfills the requirements of the job description attached to the supplemental contract, contingent upon successful completion of background check and credentialing. Corey Neal and Sue Cozio. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Questions, comments? Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Abstain.
Mr. Ezroni?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
Superintendent's consent agenda administrative resolution to approve grade level overnight and day field trips for 5th grade Greenfield Village, 8th grade Washington DC, and 2027 high school Europe trip. Item 7.2, amend the resolution 259-205, advertise passenger van bid from the Ohio School Council. This is an amendment just to advertise. Talking to Sandy, she wants to explore potentially the difference between a passenger van and a school bus. So it just gives us that. It just gives us that opportunity to accept that bid. That's all it's doing. 7.3. Resolution to approve the authorization of addendum number 1 for professional design services associated with the boiler replacement project that we discussed at the October work session. This just gets the ball rolling for AVG to do the design. Talked to Grant this morning. Still going to break it down for 2 prices, and then once I have those prices, I'll bring that back to the board for consideration. Item 7.4, resolution to approve change order number 1 with Dunlop and Johnson, demolition and installation of lockers at Brooklyn High School. That's the 2nd floor. And that is item 7.5, approval of consent agenda.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
May I have a second? Questions, comments? Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Ezroni?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
Item 8, superintendent's consent agenda, personnel. 8.1, resolution to approve supplemental teaching assignment for 25-26 school year as noted. 8.2, resolution to approve classified personnel 25-26 school year as noted. Item 8.3, resolution to approve classified on-call substitutes. Item 8.4, resolution to approve a classified resignation as of September 18th, 2025. Item 8.5, resolution to approve classified unpaid leave of absence as noted. Item 8.6, resolution to approve long-term substitutes. Quick explanation, we've had some leaves and so these staff members will be filling in as long-term subs in those capacities. I will tell you, more than likely, I'll be coming back with Ms. Stack, who's filling in for one of our staff members currently, probably going to be filling into that capacity second semester. We're still working out those details, but I wanted at least to get the first semester settled. Item 8.7, resolution to approve our staff retirements of Mrs. Paula Jones, Mr. Ken Rademacher, Miss Cindy Hennings, and Mrs. Kelly Marsico. Item 8.8, commendation for our retiring staff members. Item 8.9, resolution to approve adult chaperone volunteers for the overnight field trip this November, as noted. And then item 8.10, approval of consent agenda.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
May I have a second? Questions, comments?
Congratulations. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead,
I was
Mr.
going to say
President.
congratulations to those that are retiring, and God bless you in retirement.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
We will miss you.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
Sorry.
That's all right. Congratulations, absolutely.
Yep. Rademacher.
Rademacher.
Rademacher's gone?
So funny story. Class of 2001, teaching class, Ted Calaris, Chris Casper, and Ken Rademacher were all remaining of that 2001 class.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and then there were 2.
Yeah. Yep, yep.
Rosenbacher.
He's awesome.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Ezroni?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves the following persons for the 25-26 supplemental teaching assignments with the provision that such individuals comply with all rules, regulations, and State Department of Education regulations pertinent to proper certification and fulfills the requirements of the job description attached to their supplemental contracts hourly as needed. For literacy implementation team, Brittany Hubble. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Questions, comments? Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Hezaruni?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Abstain.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Resolve that, the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves board members Allison Rafter, Karam Hezaruni, and Jason Hubble to attend the OSBA Capital Conference November 16th through 18th, 2025 in Columbus, Ohio. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Hezaruni?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
And Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves Dr. Theodore Calaris, Superintendent, to attend the OSBA Capital Conference November 16th through 18th, 2025 for professional development. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Hezaruni?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves Robert Shearhart, Treasurer, to attend the OSBA Capital Conference November 16th through 18th, 2025 for professional development. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Hezaruni?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Is there any other board business?
Ms. Crawl, I have 2 items, just want to bring it to your attention. First item, from the work session in October, we talked about additional projects for the boilers, which we've talked about. I got pricing on the bus garage today, $8,800, which I will be honest with you is a steal. I'm going to move forward with that and taking out of the bond allowance money. And
Is that to paint it? Is that what you're?
Yes, to paint it. Yeah, it's to paint it. That's a great price. So Grant's going to run it through the CMR process, but again, it'll be coming out of our bond allowance. So I thought it was a.
What's the time frame on that?
I don't know. He's got to talk, and it's weather dependent. So
Yeah, right, exactly.
if he can fit it in November, I would say. But if not, probably spring, summer would be my guess. Got to coordinate with transportation, things like that. And then the last item, and it's just a question, and typically our work session in November will be in the conference room there. Do we want to, because it's the academic year under review, we're going to have multiple administrators presenting, do we want to move it to this space, number one? And then number 2, does the board want to tape that so we can get it on YouTube? And
I like that idea.
I mean, it's just a question. I just thought of it. Again, it's out of our typical. We don't typically tape our work sessions, but because it's kind of accumulative, I just thought I'd at least bring the question up.
I say yes.
I agree. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's all I have, Ms. Crawl.
Anybody else? Okay, announcement of next regular meeting is Monday, November 3rd, here at the Brooklyn Early Childhood and Family Resource Center, and the next one after that, Tuesday, November 18th, again, here in the Brooklyn Early Childhood and Family Resource Center. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Hezaruni?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yep.
Thank you.